Hey everyone, I'm really angry, and I needed to find some sort of way to place this anger so that it doesn't distract me. And so this is what I've decided to do. I'll just make a quick video, share my thoughts, and then just kind of let it go. So we all just watched not so long ago modern day lynching. So those who are supposed to serve and protect are the ones who are being accused here of murder themselves. And it is hard to describe the kind of anger and frustration and just rage that is going through my being. When I first watched the video yesterday, I almost put my fist through my computer. I was so frustrated. And so for the very first time in my life, I understood why people in this kind of situations go off in their anger and just break everything on sight. I've worked many years with children and with families and with people who have anger management issues and problems controlling their rage. And in this one instant, in this point in time, as I sat there watching this huge injustice unfold to a person just because of their color, same color as me, same color as mine, it's hard to describe the emotions that went through me. I had to walk away from the computer for just a little while, even just to remind myself that I am still a Christian. I still have Christian values and beliefs and moral conduct to keep me in check when my own flesh wants to react. No, that doesn't give an excuse to people to go out and lash out angrily. The people who break their stuff at home because they're mad, or they go and looting and breaking stores and all that kind of stuff because they're really upset about injustice. No, it doesn't give an excuse for that. But there's a place for it. I can see why somebody would do that. I put myself in Floyd's shoes. It was my neck that this police officer served, sworn in, pardon me, to protect and serve me. And he had his knee on my neck as I was saying, I can't breathe, and you're killing me. And as I was calling out to my mother as a grown man and slowly give up my spirit, it was me. I couldn't help but see myself right there. I was the one calling for my mom. I was the one saying I could not breathe. I was the one being told to stop resisting when I'm handcuffed and somebody has his knee on my neck, and the other police officers are there just looking around, watching as I'm getting killed. That was me. I reckon it would have been something very similar back in history when we read about lynchings and community events where people would gather up. It's a hyped deal when, you know, hang that Negro. He was trying to run away, or he did this, or he did, like stole this food. Make a community event out of it. Lynch several people at the same time. Sometimes entire families. People watching. That history has never been so alive until yesterday, as I was watching this man's life being taken away from him by those sworn in to serve and protect him. There's a lot going on in this world right now. A lot of injustices. Lots of people being persecuted right front and center. It is our systems which are letting us down. It is our governments which have left us totally vulnerable to anyone who wants to come and take advantage of us. This officer, this police officer, as he kept his knee on this man's neck the entire time, he had his hand in his pocket, as if this is not anything to him. It's nothing to him. Look, I can do anything I want. He knew people were recording him. They were telling him, we're recording everything. We're going to take your badge number. That didn't bother the guy. Didn't flinch. Kept a knee right there. To make matters worse, the man is gone. He's been killed. Right there. You would think that finally, maybe within the next couple of seconds, that this man would take his knee off of the dead man. He does not. It's one of the worst things I've ever had to see. One of the worst things I've ever had to see. Still hand in his pocket, as if it's nothing. The man is not moving. He's dead. 2 minutes, 3 minutes go by. Still. So I know I would have been killed. If I was one of those people there, I know I would have been killed. Because I would have gone past the officer who's trying to keep everybody away. I would have jumped on the officer who is killing the other person, even just to save him or give him one more breath. That's what I would have done. It is not something I would have had to think about. It is not something that I would have had to plan. It's something that would have just happened, which means that I would have been killed. They wouldn't have stopped to say, oh, taser that guy, or restrain him as well, any of that. No, they would have taken out their guns and shot me. Not knowing anything about me. Nothing. Floyd's life, my life, did not matter to this police officer sworn to protect us. It did not matter. As a Christian man, I am told to love my neighbors, love my enemies, pray for those who persecute me. Jesus' second last words were, forgive them, Father, for they don't know what they do. Forgive them, Father, for they don't know what they do. Those are not words I can physically, as a man, as a black man, embrace. They're not words I can see myself accepting in the flesh, me, human being. No. However, in my spirit, in my spiritual sense, beyond my fleshly nature, I believe Jesus and I believe him. And so I have to believe that it is possible to forgive somebody even as they are killing you. It is possible to forgive them. So let me be the first one to say that I've forgiven these police officers. I've forgiven them. Doesn't mean I'm not angry anymore. Doesn't mean that I don't want things to change. Doesn't mean that they're they go scratch free. They just they continue living their lives as normal. No, that's not what it means. It means we follow the laws that we've set up for ourselves. They get persecuted exactly how they're supposed to be. I'm not talking about the slap in the wrist that people usually get in these kind of circumstances. I think they need to go to jail for the rest of their lives. That's what I believe. I believe the police officer who committed murder should be held accountable. I know this is not the last time that we'll see this. The arrogance, the swag that police officer had as he had his knee on Floyd. That's a almost a premeditated, almost like it was scripted. It's almost like it was supposed to happen exactly how it happened, and maybe better than they thought it would happen. Maybe. We all have to find a new way of dealing with this. Positive way of dealing with this. There are those hurting right now for many reasons. This whole COVID-19 thing, with all the conspiracies that go on with that, all the evil that goes on in this world, maybe now more than ever we could learn to love our neighbors as ourselves. Your neighbor is anyone around you, anyone you can think of, anyone who is in need is your neighbor. You gotta love them like yourself. There are those being sent home right now and they have mental health issues and no one to help them out. They don't even know their value anymore. For you, you are valuable. You are valuable. This world will not be the same without you. Your job here is not done. When it's your time, you will go. Everybody will go someday, but not by your own hand. Hold on. This too shall pass. Find someone to talk to. Find somebody to talk to, somebody you trust. Talk to them. And if you really, really, really you're at the end of your line, no matter who you are, find a Bible. Believe everything that's written in there. Really, truly believe it. Because then you will know that you are made in God's image. That your life is precious. That you're not a mistake. That trouble will come. But God never leaves you. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. You're His child. He loves you very much. He will not let anything happen to you without His knowledge. Yes, bad things will happen. Yes, bad things are happening now. Yes. But He's there with you. He's there with you in the storm. He's not going to leave you. He's not going to abandon you. He's not a human being. Human beings will let you down. The human heart is corrupt above everything else. Don't put your trust in humans. Talk to people, yes. Don't put your whole trust in humans. has to be in a supernatural power, has to be in a God who loves you, who has a purpose for your life. You're loved. May we all find a way to deal with this reality. May we all find the words of love to pass on at this time. Above all, may God show us how to really truly love Him, so then we can know how He feels at this time, during these times. Thanks for listening, watching. God bless. I love you.